Jai Dayal Dalmia took a step towards building a company that would grow with India. One that was fueled by passion, embraced innovation, and would grow to greater strengths with every decade. Almost 80 years later, Dalmia Bharat Cement is one of India's most reliable and trusted brands. Dalmia Bharat Cement. Dalmia Bharat Cement is the fastest growing cement company in the country and the fourth largest producer of cement in India. Dalmia Bharat Cement's landmark projects include the 9.2-kilometer Dhola-Sadia Bridge over the mighty Brahmaputra in Assam, Kochi Metro, Chennai Metro Rail. The company also produces a diverse range of cement specifically suited to different kinds of construction, like airstrip cement and oil well cement. At the heart of Dalmia Bharat Cement's success lies the family feeling that unites the company across different levels and roles. The company has a fine mix of wisdom, youth and innovation. For Dalmia Bharat Cement, it is very important that every worker feels a sense of belonging and ownership. The company has invested in best-in-class practices and technology to enhance responsiveness, optimize costs, and deliver solutions. It prizes a work culture that encourages inventive thinking and a dynamic approach. With prestigious projects in its portfolio and clear ambitions, Dalmia Bharat has able leaders, of whom each has unique qualities that benefit the group. The board, in turn, is guided by an extremely ethical code of business conduct and corporate governance. Standing tall upon an unshakable foundation of traditional values, innovation and competitiveness, Dalmia Bharat Cement is invested in the present and all set to build tomorrow. Because the future is cemented by what we build today.
Has contributed to India's growth story by providing holistic solutions for critical infrastructure and industrial projects. Our core philosophy is based on the key pillars of innovation, co-creation and sustainability. Dalmia is the pioneer of manufacturing specialty cement like oil well cement and railway sleeper cement. We are also India's largest producers of sulfur-resistant Portland cement and Portland slag cement. Our cement is manufactured at state-of-the-art plants. And with our latest automation processes like robotic tests and automated labs that work seamlessly to deliver the highest quality cement with minimum manual intervention. With a commitment to maintaining our delivery promise, we service our customers through reliable logistics planning and project management supported by strong manufacturing presence across the country, ensuring our customers get the best quality cement within the committed timelines. We provide unparalleled service and on-site support at every
Good morning,
stage
Mr.
of the
Rajiv Kumar.
project.
This is your moderator
Our
here.
committed technical support teams
Thank you.
have
We are
worked
getting the audio
closely
feed
with
and the video
customers
feed. Thank you.
to arrive at a robust mix design for their specific construction needs.
Good morning. Good morning.
Our
You are audible as well
state-of-the-art
as visible.
manufacturing plants and technologically
You can
advanced
just
robotic
switch
laboratories
off your webcam
continuously work
for the
to
time being
ensure
and
that our
place yourself on
customers
mute.
get the
Thank you.
best quality cement. Every function at Dalmia Cement puts the customer first. We ensure our environment-friendly initiatives, waste heat recovery system, rainwater harvesting and solar energy ensure our plants are energy efficient and make us a water-positive company. By providing consistent service, leveraging reliable technological capabilities, technical expertise and the culture of innovation, we offer our customer a competitive edge through consistent performance with a strong customer focus. Dalmia Cement is at the forefront of the nation's cement industry. We are building a robust foundation for a stronger India.
The confidence to lead my team in the highly competitive world of construction business.
ஒரு சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் பில்டரா எனக்கு நம்பிக்கை தருவது மற்றவங்களோட கனவு வீடுகளை கட்டி தருவதில் தான் இருக்கு.
একজন আর্কিটেক্ট হিসেবে আমি কোনোদিন এদের আরামদায়ক জীবনযাপনে কোনো বাধা আসতে দেব না. সকলোৱে মোক বিশ্বাস কৰে আৰু মই বিশ্বাস কৰোঁ নিজক.
क्योंकि मजबूत नींव सजाना एक औरत से बेहतर किसे आता है.
As a company, sustainability has remained core to Dalmia Bharat's strategies, decisions and actions, and it is integrated across our operations. Just like the ancient Indian philosophy, where we have always lived in harmony with nature. We continue to pave way for a greener future by setting new benchmarks and going global with our climate action endeavors. Together, with creating more sustainable products such as low carbon cement, we are proactively influencing consumer choices in favor of green products and services. It gives me immense pleasure that Dalmia Bharat has one of the lowest carbon footprints globally and is committed to becoming carbon negative by 2040. We have also made a bold commitment to become a 100% blended cement company over the next 4 years. In order to keep reducing our environmental footprint to electric vehicles by 2030, consume green fuel to almost 100% by 2035, Dalmia Bharat is the first cement company globally to become a triple joiner in RE100, EP100 and EV100.
India can be the business hub to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 7. At the Climate Action Summit last year, India, together with Sweden, launched the Leadership Group for Industry Transition. This partnership of key public and private sector stakeholders is committed to achieving net zero emissions by mid-century in sectors that collectively account for 30% of global emissions. Companies such as Dalmia Cement and Mahindra are driving innovation, but we need many more to join them.
Our commitments are globally recognized. Business sustainability cannot be ignored. We believe that planet sustainability can be achieved only through business sustainability. Through our ESG roadmap, we are trying to create desired value for our stakeholders. A happy stakeholder means a license to operate.
The challenge which we took was that is it possible to bring down CO2 emissions from the cement and to create an example that cement can be greener also. And you'll be very happy to know that today we have the lowest carbon footprints in global cement world. First, we had to convince ourselves also and then our people that it's good for them, it's good for the society, it's good for the future. If you look in my plants, the young team or the experienced team, all are for it. Why? Because all these practices are profitable also and sustainable also.
The company's commitment to environment protection has earned it the title of the greenest cement company in the world and will be 20 times more water positive. With its plants, Dalmia Cement brings development.
On the social front, the community is one of our major stakeholders. Thus, we work very closely with our neighboring communities to help them conserve and build their natural capital and progress sustainably through that. We have now picked up a bamboo cultivation project for small and marginal farmers to help them improve their income on one hand and provide biofuel to the industry on the other. Consolidating our engagement with the communities, we are going strong on our journey to create 1 million sustainable livelihoods through our CSR program by 2030.
Dalmia Cement affirms its commitment to build on the development plans.
At Dalmia Bharat Limited, we take pride in our culture and the strong value system we have developed over these years. Our commitment to social causes and environment conservation, hence one of the objectives for us is to drive the sustainability culture across the group. For us, sustainability means looking after our people, infrastructure, and the environment we live in. We are done talking. At Dalmia Bharat, we do.
On the government side, we are reworking the policy and framework for robust governance practices and stricter compliances, and have taken certain very critical decisions and very critical measures, such as we became the first cement company to lay down a formal capital allocation framework. We laid out a formal treasury policy in line with the best in class. We improved the communication transparency with all the stakeholders, including our investors. Risk management is an important aspect of our governance. Now, we have put up a framework and policy to identify key business risks and a mitigation plan to avoid any business interruption. Our journey towards clean and green is moving at a fast pace, and as one of the greenest cement companies in the world, we believe we are making invaluable contribution towards building a sustainable future for all and ushering in a new era that is greener and more sustainable. I wish you all the best.
कि भारत के इतिहास और सांस्कृतिक विरासत को आधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से विश्व के सामने प्रस्तुत किया जाए। यह प्रोजेक्ट इसी विजन को साकार करने के लिए एक पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप के रूप में किया गया और डालमिया भारत समूह को इससे जुड़ने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ।
लाल किले का रूपांतरण इसका सबसे सफल उदाहरण है और यहीं से जो यात्रा शुरू हुई है, हमारे देश भर में फैले सैकड़ों ऐतिहासिक स्थानों से।
Good morning, Dr. Rajan. If I'm audible to you, request you to kindly unmute yourself by clicking on the microphone icon. And you can switch on the video by clicking on the third icon, which is a webcam icon. Click on to start sharing whenever you are ready. We'll just test the audio and the video once. Thank you. Hey, thank you. We're getting the feed.
Jai Dayal Dalmia took a step towards building a company that would grow with India. One that was fueled by passion, embraced innovation, and would grow to greater strengths with every decade. Almost 80 years later, Dalmia Bharat Cement is one of India's most reliable and trusted brands. Dalmia Bharat Cement. Dalmia Bharat Cement is the fastest growing cement company in the country and the fourth largest producer of cement in India. Dalmia Bharat Cement's landmark projects include the 9.2-kilometer Dhola Sadia Bridge over the mighty Brahmaputra in Assam, Kochi Metro, Chennai Metro Rail, The company also produces a diverse range of cement specifically suited to different kinds of construction, like airstrip cement and oil well cement. At the heart of Dalmia Bharat Cement's success lies the family feeling that unites the company across different levels and roles. The company has a fine mix of wisdom, youth and innovation. For Dalmia Bharat Cement, it is very important that every worker feels a sense of belonging and ownership. The company has invested in best-in-class practices and technology to enhance responsiveness, optimize costs, and deliver solutions. It prizes a work culture that encourages inventive thinking and a dynamic approach. With prestigious projects in its portfolio and clear ambitions, Dalmia Bharat has able leaders of whom each has unique qualities that benefit the group. The board, in turn, is guided by an extremely ethical code of business conduct and corporate governance. Standing tall upon an unshakable foundation of traditional values, innovation and competitiveness, Dalmia Bharat Cement is invested in the present and all set to build tomorrow. Because the future is cemented by what we build today.
Has contributed to India's growth story by providing holistic solutions for critical infrastructure and industrial projects.
Good morning to the
Our core
team helping
philosophy
chairman,
is
sir.
based
Yeah,
on the
we
key
are getting
pillars
an-
of innovation,
Chairman, sir, if you can
co-creation
just,
and
click on the
sustainability.
microphone icon to unmute yourself,
Dalmia
sir.
is the pioneer of manufacturing
First
specialty
icon from the
cement
left-hand side
like
will be in
oil
red
well
as of
cement
now.
and railway sleeper cement. We are also India's largest producers of sulfur-resistant
Chairman, sir,
Portland
you are on
cement
mute.
and
Yeah, now you have
Portland
unmuted.
slag cement.
Welcome, sir. Sir, we are able
Our
to hear you and
cement
we are able to
is
see
manufactured
you, sir, as
at state-of-the-art plants.
well. Thank you, sir. So if you just click on the microphone
And
icon, it will
with our
unmute
latest
yourself.
automation
And, if you click
processes
on the webcam
like
icon, it will
robotic
shut down the
tests
webcam in
and
case you-
automated labs that work seamlessly to deliver the highest quality cement with minimum manual intervention. With a commitment to maintaining our delivery promise, we service our customers through reliable logistics planning and project management supported by strong manufacturing presence across the country, ensuring our customers get the best quality cement within the committed timelines.
Good morning. Good morning.
We provide unparalleled service and on-site support at every stage of the project.
I'm
Our
good, Dali.
committed
How are you?
technical
Salam.
support teams
Bas,
have
Maude,
worked
Maude.
closely with
Maude.
customers to arrive at a
Hello, sir.
robust mix design
Good
for
morning,
their
Mrs.
specific
Anuradha
construction
Mukherjee.
needs.
This is your moderator here.
Yeah,
If you
State-of-the-art
kindly
manufacturing
unmute
plants
yourself,
and
switch on your
technologically
webcam,
advanced
and,
robotic
just
laboratories
complete the testing,
continuously
Anuradha,
work to ensure that our customers get the best quality cement. Every function at Dalmia
we are
Cement
getting the we
puts
got
the
the
customer
audio,
first.
video feed, but we are yet to
We
get the audio feed.
ensure
If you can
our
just unmute
environment-friendly
yourself, ma'am.
initiatives,
First icon,
waste
left-hand
heat
side,
recovery system,
the
rainwater
microphone.
harvesting and solar energy ensure our plants are energy efficient and make us a water-positive company. By providing consistent
Good morning,
service,
ma'am.
leveraging
Good morning,
reliable
sirs.
technological
Very good morning.
capabilities,
Pleasure to be
technical
here.
expertise and the culture of innovation.
Good morning, sir.
We offer our
Good morning.
customer a
Good morning,
competitive
sir.
edge
Good
through
morning.
consistent
Thank you, ma'am,
performance
for the
with a
completion of
strong
the testing.
customer focus.
Mr. Paul
Dalmia
Hines.
Cement is at the
May I
forefront
request you
of
to
the
kindly unmute
nation's
yourself as
cement
well and just
industry.
click on the webcam.
We are
And
building
yes.
a robust
Thank you, sir. We are able
foundation
to hear
for
you,
a
sir.
stronger
Thank you.
India.
Morning and
The
welcome.
confidence to lead my team in the highly competitive world of construction business.
Good morning, Rintuji. Thank you so much.
ஒரு சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் பில்டரா எனக்கு நம்பிக்கை தருவது மத்தவங்களோட கனவு வீடுகளை கட்டி தருவதில தான் இருக்கு.
একজন আর্কিটেক্ট হিসেবে আমি কোনোদিন এদের আরামদায়ক জীবনযাপনে কোনো বাধা আসতে দেব না।
সকলোৱে মোক বিশ্বাস কৰে আৰু মই বিশ্বাস কৰোঁ নিজক।
क्योंकि
Chairman sir,
मजबूत
yes, there
नींव
will be
सजाना
one
एक औरत
presentation
से
given by the
बेहतर
CFO
किसे
sir.
आता है?
As a
That would
company,
be in
sustainability has
between
remained
after your
core
chairman's speech.
to Dalmia Bharat strategies, decisions, and actions. And it is integrated across our operations. Just like the ancient Indian philosophy, where we have always lived in harmony with nature. We continue to pave way for a greener future by setting new benchmarks
So you
and
can
going
leave it
global
as it is
with
because
our
you might have
climate
just
action
clicked on the video
endeavors.
somewhere, so it got paused. Don't need to
Together
worry about that. Once
with
it is
creating
over,
more sustainable products
so you will
such
find
as low carbon cement,
on the left hand side, we'll find a
we
small
are
icon which is like a
proactively
refresh icon.
influencing
If you
consumer
press on it,
choices
it will just
in
refresh
favor
the
of green
video
products
again, sir,
and
because the video is
services.
continuously
It gives me
playing.
immense pleasure
You might have paused
that
it
Dalmia
as well.
Bharat has
Not an
one of the
issue, sir.
lowest carbon footprints globally and is committed to becoming carbon negative by 2040.
Plan.
We have also
In any
made a
case,
bold
the
commitment to become
connectivity
a
of Mr.
100%
Ketan loses
blended
during
cement
the
company
meeting.
over the next 4 years.
Request Dr. Rajan
In order to keep
propose,
reducing our environmental
Mr.
footprint
Virendra Singh
to
Jain
electric
as,
vehicles by
chairman for the rest
2030,
of the meeting. And Gautam ji, you can second
consume
this.
green fuel to almost
Just in
100%
case
by
Mr. Ketan loses
2035.
the connectivity.
Dalmia Bharat is the first cement company globally to become a triple joiner in RE100, EP100 and EV100.
India can be the business hub to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 7. At the Climate Action Summit last year, India, together with Sweden, launched the Leadership Group for Industry Transition. This partnership of key public and private sector stakeholders is committed to achieving net zero emissions by mid-century in sectors that collectively account for 30% of global emissions. Companies such as Dalmia Cement and Mahindra are driving innovation, but we need many more to join them.
Yes, sir.
Our commitments
Everybody
are globally
who's logging
recognized.
in would be able to see the
Business
background that
sustainability
you're
cannot be
currently
ignored.
seeing, where the video is
We
being
believe
played.
that planet sustainability can be achieved only through business sustainability. Through our ESG roadmap, we are trying to create desired value for our stakeholders. A happy stakeholder means a license to operate.
The challenge which we took was that is it possible to bring down CO2 emissions from the cement and to create an example that cement can be greener also. And you know, you'll be very happy to know that today we have the lowest carbon footprints in global cement world. First, we had to convince ourselves also and then our people that it's good for them, it's good for the society, it's good for the future. If you look in my plants, the young team or the experienced team, all are for it. Why? Because all these practices are profitable also and sustainable also.
The company's commitment to environment protection has earned it the title of the greenest cement company in the world and will be 20 times more water positive. With its plants, Dalmia Cement brings development.
On the social front, the community is one of our major stakeholders. Thus, we work very closely with our neighboring communities to help them conserve and build their natural capital and progress sustainably through that. We have now picked up a bamboo cultivation project for small and marginal farmers to help them improve their income on one hand and provide biofuel to the industry on the other. Consolidating our engagement with the communities, we are going strong on our journey to create 1 million sustainable livelihoods through our CSR program by 2030.
Dalmia Cement affirms its commitment to build on the development plans.
At Dalmia Bharat Limited, we take pride in our culture and the strong value system we have developed over these years. Our commitment to social causes and environment conservation hence one of the objectives for us is to drive the sustainability culture across the group.
Thank you.
For us, sustainability means looking after our people, infrastructure and the environment we live in. We are done talking. At Dalmia Bharat, we do.
On the government side, we are reworking the
physically
policy
present would be zero
and
because this is an
framework for
online meet.
robust governance
However, for
practices
the quorum,
and
we have
stricter
the quorum
compliances,
available. And
and
currently
have
at
taken
this point
certain
in
very
time,
critical
sir,
decisions
the total number
and
of
very critical
shareholders who are
measures, such
logged
as
on
we became the
is
first cement company
31.
to
I will
lay down
just
a formal capital
reconfirm the number in a
allocation
minute,
framework.
sir.
We laid out a formal treasury policy in line with the best in class. We improved the communication transparency with all the stakeholders, including our investors.
So the total number of people who are
Risk
logged on at this
management
point in time
is an
is
important aspect of our
89.
governance. Now, we have put up a framework and policy to identify key business risks and a mitigation plan
So there were 4
to
speakers
avoid
who have
any business
registered themselves,
interruption.
out of which
Our
2
journey
gentlemen have already
towards
joined
clean
the
and
meeting.
green is moving
We
at
are
a fast
assuming
pace.
that the rest of the 2 will be
And
joining
as
in
one of the
as
greenest
and
cement
when the
companies in
meeting
the world,
progresses, sir.
we believe we are making invaluable contribution towards building a sustainable future for all and ushering in a new era that is greener and more sustainable. I wish you all the best.
कि भारत के इतिहास और सांस्कृतिक विरासत को आधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से विश्व के सामने प्रस्तुत किया जाए। यह प्रोजेक्ट इसी विजन को साकार करने के लिए एक पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप के रूप में किया गया और डालमिया भारत समूह को इससे जुड़ने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ।
लाल किले का रूपांतरण इसका सबसे सफल उदाहरण है और यहीं से जो यात्रा शुरू हुई है, हमारे देश भर में फैले सैकड़ों ऐतिहासिक स्थानों से उनको प्रेरणा स्थान में बदलने में सफल होगी।
Yes, Mr. Paul has
मैं
joined.
सांस्कृतिक मंत्रालय की पूरी टीम को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और विशेषकर भारत डालमिया ग्रुप को भी बधाई देता हूं।
Absolutely. There will be a countdown timer for the 30 seconds. Yeah, there we are, sir. Rajivji, we can start. Thank you. Rajivji, we can start off with the meeting.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Good morning and welcome. I, Rajiv Kumar, Company Secretary.
Rajivji, sorry, we lost your audio for some time. Just wanted to reaffirm that if you can speak from good morning, please once again. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. I, Rajiv Kumar, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, will be assisting the Chairman and company officials in conducting the 10th Annual General Meeting of Dalmia Bharat Limited. I extend my heartiest welcome to all the members, directors, auditors, and other dignitaries present at the meeting. This e-AGM is being held through video conferencing in compliance with circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India. It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce the Honorable Chairman and other board members present here. Shri Pradeep Kumar Khaitan is an independent director and chairman of the Board of Directors. Shri Virendra Singh Jain is an independent director and chairman of the Audit Committee, Stakeholder Relationship Committee, and Risk Management Committee of the company. Shri Gautam Dalmia is managing director of the company. Shri Puneet Yadu Dalmia is managing director and CEO of the company. Dr. N.S. Rajan is non-executive director of the company. Srimati Sudha Pillai, independent director of the company and chairperson of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, has requested for leave of absence and has authorized Dr. N.S. Rajan, member of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, to attend the meeting, who is present in the meeting. Shri Yaduhari Dalmia, non-executive director, has also requested for leave of absence. I would also like to welcome Shri Paul Heinz Hugen-Tobler and Shri Mahendra Singhi, directors on the board of Dalmia Cement Bharat Limited, subsidiary of the company. I also welcome Shri Neeraj Goyal, partner of Messrs. Walker Chandiok and Company LLP, statutory auditors of the company, and Shri R. Venkat Subramanian, the secretarial auditor and scrutinizer appointed for this AGM. Shri Paul Heinz Hugen-Tobler and Srimati Anuradha Mukherjee, seeking appointment as independent directors, are also present in this AGM. Since the AGM is being conducted through video conferencing, I would like to draw your attention to certain relevant aspects of this meeting. Members attending the meeting through video conferencing will be counted as present for the purpose of quorum. All members who have joined the meeting have been placed on mute mode to avoid any disturbance and to ensure an orderly conduct of this meeting. As indicated in the notice of AGM, only those members who have registered as speakers will be allowed to speak and raise questions. Members who could not previously register themselves as speakers and still wish to ask questions may send an email at corp.sec@dalmiabharat.com post conclusion of this annual general meeting, and they will be replied within a reasonable time through email. All documents referred to in the notice, along with the statutory registers maintained by the company as per Companies Act 2013, are available for electronic inspection. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send an email at corp.sec@dalmiabharat.com. In case of any issue regarding VC facility or voting by electronic means, kindly contact at the helpline number provided in the notice of AGM. Shri R. Venkat Subramanian, practicing company secretary and scrutinizer for this AGM, will scrutinize the votes cast at the meeting and through remote e-voting, and will submit his report. The voting result on resolutions will be announced on receipt of consolidated report from him by uploading the same on the website of the company, RTA, and stock exchanges. I wish to announce that presently requisite quorum for this meeting is present. I now request Chairman Sir to take the chair and continue with the further proceedings of the meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 10th annual general meeting of Dalmia Bharat. Since the quorum is present, I now call the meeting in order with a warm welcome to all members, my fellow directors, the auditors, and company officials present today at this AGM. I would like to now invite Shri Puneet Dalmia to give an overview of the performance during the year.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Namaskar. On behalf of the Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to invite you all to the 10th AGM of Dalmia Bharat Limited. I want to begin with a Sanskrit quotation which embodies our consciousness. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. It means you become what you believe in. This is true not just for Dalmia, but also for the transformation which is going on in our country. Since the grueling pandemic period, followed by the heightened geopolitical tension, we were collectively determined to work harder and return to the earlier glory. As a company, we planned, strategized, and executed our growth plans well, amply supported by the nation building efforts of the government. In this period, the Indian economy has surged ahead at a pace of 7.2% in financial year 23 in a world struggling with low to no growth. Many of the trends are highly encouraging. Robust manufacturing sector with positive PMIs and the highest GST collections, a resilient construction sector that grew at 10.4% despite soaring interest rates and retail inflation, a resurgent rural economy with agricultural output registering a robust 5.5% growth, and a revival in the services sector driven by a double-digit growth in trade, tourism, and transport. Our GDP has touched the US dollar 3.75 trillion mark in financial year 23, up from around 2 trillion in 2014. And we are well on our way to become a US dollar 5 trillion economy in the next few years, propelled by a strong infrastructure growth and a sharp focus on Make in India initiatives. Even for the year financial year 24, the government has allocated a massive capex budget of over rupees 10 lakh crores, which is $125 billion, to support infrastructure-led growth in the country. This phenomenal journey is going to be certainly momentous for a few sectors like ours. It is estimated that this aggressive infrastructure push and housing sector in financial year 24 and 25 will further scale up cement demand, helping a recovery in profitability and building a healthy balance sheet for the sector. Other significant factors that would influence the sector include large expansion plans, increasing consolidation, and a steady softening in power and fuel costs, which will lead to a sustained recovery in operating margins. The industry is undergoing rapid consolidation with the widening of the gap between larger and smaller players. The top 5 players who account for much of the capacity addition had already increased their capacity share from 41% in financial year 16 to 50% in financial year 23. We remain attentive and active about the industry-wide opportunities as well as the industry-wide plans to grow in this favorable environment. Having grown 3x in capacity, 5x in revenue, and 3x in EBITDA over the past decade, thus making us India's 4th largest player. Our expansion plans will make us a pan-India pure-play cement company with a significant presence in major growth markets. We have set a manufacturing capacity target of 110 to 130 million tons per annum by 2031, with an intermittent milestone of 75 million tons per annum by financial year 27. To this effect, we have already grown to 41.1 million tons per annum from 35.9 million tons per annum in financial year 22. We have also signed definitive agreements during the year for acquisition of the cement assets of Jaiprakash Associates Limited, which will give us access to the attractive market of central India. Given this momentum and the massive support from all our stakeholders, I am proud to say that we are confident of achieving our stated capacity plans. Coming to our performance during the year, we have reported 16% YOY increase in sales volume to 25.7 million tons in financial year 23, with revenues increasing by 20% year on year to rupees 13,540 crores, and profit after tax rising 28% YOY to 1,079 crores. Our focus remains on proactive cost containment and innovations that would improve our margins in the years ahead. Amongst other notable achievements last year, our human capital, ESG, and nation building efforts were impressive to find a mention here. A plant level initiative called Scale Up was designed to generate and implement innovative ideas and keep systems scalable on a continuous basis. I'm proud to say that we are the only cement company to be featured amongst the top 50 innovative companies of 2022 by the CII Industrial Innovation Awards 2022. Another area of laurel, traditionally for Dalmia Bharat, is the sustainability of operations. We have so far won more than 25 sustainability-related awards across functions, including the Climate Action Program 2.0 Award from CII and the DL Shah Quality Gold Award, the first company to win it for promoting green blended cement. The fact that sustainability is ingrained in Dalmia DNA since our inception is an important statement. Amid ramping up of our capacity at a CAGR of 15% plus, we have never given up the spirit of sustainability, embracing the concept of growth with responsibility. The company is on its way to achieving carbon neutral status by 2040. We have already reduced our carbon footprint by 30% in the last 8 years, having reduced our emissions to 463 kilograms of CO2 per ton of cement, perhaps the lowest globally. Our goals are equally embedded in using renewable power at every possible step. Today, our renewable capacity has increased 10 times to 166 megawatts from just 17 megawatts 4 years ago, a significant step in our journey towards RE100 target by 2030. People. Any organization is only as good as its committed people. And let me reiterate that we are blessed with such committed and talented individuals in abundance. Our growth to be a strong number 4 in the cement sector is a tribute to their hard work. Whether it is the ongoing acquisition of JP cement plants or taking care of the communities around our plants, our people have played a very positive and important role. They have graciously espoused the causes of inclusive growth as seen by local events like Loan Melas at Ariyalu, Dharmapuram and Kadapa in Andhra, which was specifically designed to empower women, youth and farmers through SHGs, FPOs and JLGs. More than 1,000 people participated and loan applications worth 2.66 crores were sanctioned during the 2-day event. With the same fervency and spirit, we were able to organize Jai Hind, the Sound and Light show at the Red Fort in an all-new avatar, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah Ji, on 10th of January 2023. Recently, National Geographic has listed Jai Hind amongst the 5 best sound and light shows in the world. It is a testimony of our vision and execution capabilities, which can compete and make a mark globally. I encourage all of you to see this experience, and we would be delighted to host you with your families. As Gandhiji often reminded us, great relationships are based on 4 principles: respect, understanding, acceptance, and appreciation. Let me conclude by expressing my deepest appreciation and gratitude to you, our esteemed shareholders, for your unwavering support and guidance. I also take this opportunity to thank all our well-wishers, associates, lenders, vendors, customers, and all our talents who have been with us for several decades and have contributed greatly to the growth of Dalmia Bharat. I also thank all the board members for their valuable guidance and support as always. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you, Puneet, for the very impressive performance report as well as the future plan. We wish you all success. I will now request Sri Dharmendra Tuteja, Chief Financial Officer of the company, to give his presentation on financials of the company.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Respected directors of Dalmia Bharat Limited and Dalmia Cement Bharat Limited, my fellow colleagues and shareholders. I'll just give a brief recap of the last financial year. Thank you, Bhaskar. Go to the next sheet. Yeah, this is a brief recap of the financial results of the last financial year. Our sales volume increased by about 16% to 25.7 million tons. This is against the backdrop of about 9% growth in the overall cement industry. As we have stated in the past also that we'll be growing at least 1.5 times. So this was demonstrated last year also. And on the capacity utilization, there was improvement of 1% compared to 68%. We increased the utilization to 69% in the previous financial year. Revenue increased by 20% because apart from 16% growth in the volume, the prices increase was close to about 4%. So the total turnover increase was for 20%. However, as you see that EBITDA was down by 5% to 2,316 crores. This was due to unprecedented increase in the energy prices, which led to the cost increases. And of course, the full impact of these cost increases was not possible to be passed on to the customers. So the EBITDA drop is 5% in spite of the cost initiative efforts taken by us. And of course, it was an industry-wide phenomenon. On per ton basis, the drop was even greater, 18%. And on the PAT and EPS side, the growth is 29% because in the last financial year, one of our associate company, Dalmia Bharat Refractories Limited, they sold off their refractory business, which led to profit of about more than 500 crores. So the overall EPS is higher by 29%. Next, please. On the key financial ratios, as we saw in the EBITDA performance, EBITDA margins were lower against 21.5%. It was 17.1%. Consequently, the interest coverage ratio also reduced marginally to about 8.16 from 10.72. Our debt, as per our financial policy, are all long-dated debts. So the debt servicing obligation is reducing. So the debt service coverage ratio has improved to 2.96. Net debt to EBITDA continues to be very healthy. It's just about 0.29. Of course, it increased from the previous financial year because of the increase in the debt required for our expansions. Net debt to equity also is almost 0.01, close to nil. And return on capital employed is 5.9% because of the drop in the profitability. On adjustment of the goodwill, this turns to be 7.1%. And the lower ROCE, which is reflected here because of the cost increases which were factored in during Ind AS regime and during the restructuring, which leads to higher capital employed as well as lower profit because of the higher depreciation. Current ratio continues to be healthy at 1.45. Also to give you capex update where we stand. The previous financial year we started the capacity at 35.9. We ended at about 38, and in the last 1 quarter, we have also commercialized the operations at Bokaro and Mednipur 0.6 million capacity. So today we stand at 41.7. By year end, this is expected to go to about 46.6, with Satur and Belgaum expected to commercialize in the coming quarter 2, and Arellore and Kadapa to be commercialized by last quarter of the year. And by end of the year, we should be about 46.6. This is besides the acquisition of JP assets, which will be adding about 9.4 million, which is subject to various external approvals of banks and other stakeholders. So the timeline of that will get more clear. It should happen most likely in the coming quarter. Besides this, we have also announced expansion in Northeast of 3.6 million capacity in clinker and 2.4 million cement, which will get commercialized in FY26. Next, please. On the clinker side, we closed the year at 21.7 compared to 18.9 in the previous year end. And by coming financial year, we should be increasing this capacity by 2 million to take it to 223.7. Next, please. And coming to the outlook, as I think mostly has been covered by Puneet Ji in his address, that demand growth in the industry is looking very good. This being the election year, we expect that the cement demand should grow by about 8 to 10%. And as we have done in the past also, we'll continue to beat the industry demand growth by at least 1.5 times. Reduction in the energy prices is heartening for the sector. Recent prices drops have been very encouraging, which should start reflecting in our results in Q3 onwards. So margins, operating margins in the current year will improve. And also explained by Punitji, the consolidation of industry is happening and the larger players are growing faster than the smaller players and the profitability is much better than the smaller players. That trend has to continue. So all in all, we are well poised to capitalize on this extremely profitable and growth opportunity available in the sector, which we expect at least should last for about next 1 decade or so. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Teja, for the very informative presentation. I will now request the Company Secretary, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, to take forward the agenda of the meeting.
Thank you, sir. With your permission, I place the following businesses mentioned in the notice of annual general meeting before the meeting. Ordinary business, item number 1, adoption of the audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2023 and the reports of auditors and directors thereon. There is no qualification, reservation or adverse remarks in the statutory auditor's report on standalone and consolidated financial statements. Further, the auditors have not reported any matter under Section 143 of the Companies Act. I would like to further apprise that there is no qualification, reservation or adverse remark in the secretarial audit report. With the permission of the chair, the director's report may please be taken as read.
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. Item number 2 is to confirm the payment of interim dividend of ₹4 per equity share already paid and declaring dividend of ₹5 per equity share of ₹2 each, that is 250%, for the financial year ended 31st March 2023. Item number 3 is reappointment of Shri Yadu Hari Dalmia, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. Special businesses are item number 4, reappointment of Shri Gautam Dalmia as Managing Director of the company for a period of 5 years by passing the special resolution set out in the notice. Item number 5 is reappointment of Shri Puneet Yadu Dalmia as Managing Director and CEO of the company for a period of 5 years by passing the special resolution set out in the notice. Item number 6 is reappointment of Shri Yadu Hari Dalmia as advisor in Dalmia Bharat Limited, wholly owned subsidiary of the company, by passing the ordinary resolution set out in the notice. Item number 7 is appointment of Shri Paul Heinz Eugen Tobler as an independent director of the company with effect from 1st July 2023 by passing the special resolution set out in the notice. Item number 8 is appointment of Srimati Anuradha Mukherjee as independent director of the company with effect from 1st July 2023 by passing the special resolution set out in the notice. Item number 9 is payment of remuneration commission to the non-executive directors by passing ordinary resolution set out in the notice. Members may please note that voting on the above businesses is open and those members who have not casted their votes may cast their votes until 15 minutes after conclusion of this AGM. Now, with the permission of the chair, we will take up questions from the shareholders. Moderator will state the name of the members one by one who have registered themselves as speakers, and thereafter member will be unmuted to enable them to speak. I will request all the speakers to ask their questions first, and thereafter the management will answer all questions together. The members are requested to keep their questions brief and precise and not to exceed 2 minutes each, so that as many questions could be taken up as are possible within the time available for the meeting. I now request the moderator to unmute the member speakers after and speakers are requested to speak after their names are announced.
Thank you. Our first speaker of the day is Mr. Rajesh Kevalram Chainani from Mumbai, but unfortunately he is not logged in at this point in time. We will wait for him. Hence, moving on to the next speaker, Ms. Celestian Elizabeth Mascarenhas. Ms. Mascarenhas, requested to unmute yourself, switch on your webcam if you desire to do so, and proceed with asking the question, please. Ms. Celestian Elizabeth Mascarenhas from Mumbai. Ms. Celestian Elizabeth Mascarenhas from Mumbai. Ma'am, you are requested to unmute yourself, switch on your webcam if you desire to do so, and proceed with asking the question, please. We have not received any input from Ms. Celestian as of now. We will move on to our next speaker, Mr. Atul Gadodia. Mr. Atul Gadodia, you are requested to kindly unmute yourself, switch on your webcam, and proceed with asking the question if you desire to do so.
Good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yes, Mr. Atul, you are audible.
Thank you so much for everyone, to everyone for giving me an opportunity to speak. As Mr. Dalmia told in his opening speech, the company is very innovative, taking many steps, and I'm very happy to be a part of the company. And thanks to the lucid presentation of financials by Mr. Tuteja. Now, as regards Mr. Puneet Dalmia, I am quite close to his in-laws in Calcutta, the Poddar family, Mr. Arun Poddar, Mr. Saroj Poddar. So whenever I'll be in Delhi, I'll request Mr. Dalmia to give me an appointment so that I may meet him. Now, coming to the company, I've got just two questions or suggestions, you might say. One, on consolidated level, the debt of the company is very low. So why doesn't the company go for a buyback? And as the CFO also pointed out, that the debt equity ratio is quite healthy considering the cement industry. And number two, is it possible to split the shares from ₹2 paid up to ₹1 paid up? These are the two things I wanted to put up. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Mr. Atul. We'll move on to our next speaker, Mr. Kalyanaraman K. from Trichy.
Yes, sir. Respected Chairman, Managing Directors, and Directors, good morning to everyone. I am Kalyanaraman from Trichy. My query is that the company has recently came out with the plan to expand and enhance its capacity from 41.1 million tons to 56 million tons by FY24, which includes acquisition of cement plants of JP of 9.4 million tons. Can you please highlight about such projects and stages of its capitalization? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. With your permission, Chairman, sir, we will just try to call out Ms. Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenhas once again. Ms. Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenhas, if I'm audible to you, request you to kindly unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. Please.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible. Kindly continue.
Because there are simultaneously meetings, no? That is our problem now, And I am so eager, very anxious to come into this meeting because it is very far away. Only VC I can attend. So I was so excited from yesterday. I'm thinking I must attend this Dalmia Bharat, So with this, I greet you, respected Chairman, Mr. Jayati Patel, other members of the board, my fellow shareholders. I am Mrs. C.E. Mascarenhas. I am speaking from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company secretary and his team for sending me an annual report. I would prefer a physical one because I am 70 plus, so I find reading this small text really difficult. If you could do, it would be great of you all. Now our revenues are up, every performance is up, and dividend of 1.40 per share is very good. Now I congratulate you for all the awards received during the year. Keep it up. Now my query is, have we done ESG, anything on the ESG platform? Because we have to reduce the carbon footprints because by 50 it should be nil. So how much we are working on there? Whether you have gone for the rating of the ESG, if rating is done, on which agency, and if you are planning, if the rating is above platinum, then on which platform you are going to list, or are we listed? So my next question is, we have 8 plants in Gujarat which are equipped with modern technology and adhering to international standard of quality and safety.
Miss Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenhas, my apologies for barging in, but this is a Dalmia Cement or Dalmia Bharat Limited meeting. I think you are reading a question from some other meeting, ma'am. I understand there are a couple of meetings going simultaneously.
This is Dalmia Bharat Cement, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we in cement or not?
Yes, ma'am. You're correct.
We are in cement, no? Okay, fine. I don't know, because on the online, so many companies, when this thing can be, I give my benefit of doubt. If I had the actual balance sheet, maybe I still now, I am also confused, but I can speak general. As Dalmia Bharat, I am having I can ask you some general questions. Of course, ESG is a very general question, because the climatic change and all. Okay, how much margin we enjoy in our international business? What is the capex for the next 3 years for organic and inorganic growth? Are you seeing some acquisition for inorganic growth? Next is, how much is spent on R&D? So, and then I will not talk about subsidiary, because I am also not sure. With this, I support all the resolutions. I wish my company all the best. May it grow from strength to strength. And I will not ask for physical meeting. I am very happy on this. Next, when I get my AGM report, then I will know exactly. Sorry if it is something else. I beg pardon for it, because this is what happens, because we are 74 and all plus. So we find all, going into this is our great, not with the youngsters, but who participates is we, because we are at home, we can express our views. We have been in the industry. I was from Bank of India for 30 years, so lots of balance sheets I was analyzing, so I can understand the annual report very well. But this sort of mistake now, I'm sorry. Okay, I wish you all good health, and we should wish to participate properly in the next year. With this, thank you so much, and may God bless. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Ms. Mascarenas. Appreciate you taking out the time. Chairman, sir, with that, we come to the end of giving an opportunity to all the individuals who have registered as a speaker. I hand it back to the board to continue with the rest of the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So I think we are coming to the end of the meeting. We have already indicated that those who wish to ask anything, they can email the company secretary. And I would now request that we treat the meeting as
Chairman, sir, before we close the meeting, quickly, if you can just answer a couple of the questions which have been raised by the shareholders.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So on the question of Atulji, that the company's debt is low and why don't we go for the buyback? So my submission will be that company has articulated its vision to increase the capacity to about 110 to 130 million by FY31, and the intermediate milestone of about 75 million ton by FY27. So naturally there will be large capex required, and debt will get raised, and coming from the current financial year itself, debt is going up. But definitely there will be opportunities as and when required. We'll also go for the buyback, sometimes in lieu of the dividend also if required. But as and when opportunities are there, we'll do that. And we take note of your suggestion of split of shares from ₹2 to ₹1. As and when required, this may get also done. Then there was a query from Mr. Kalyana regarding the stages of our capacity expansions. So as also I covered in my presentation that today we are at about 41.7 million ton capacity, and by the end of the year we'll be close to about 46 million. So this will include expansion of capacity of about 2.9 million, which will get done in Q2 at Satur and Belgaum, and balance 4 million will get done by last quarter of this current year. And in between, the acquisition of JP assets will also get done, most likely in the coming quarter itself. That is about 9.4 million tons. And on the request of ma'am, on the queries, definitely we take note of that. Whichever shareholder gives a request of physical copy of the annual report, we will circulate to them. By default, only the e-link of the annual report goes. And with respect to the capex, in the current year, we should be incurring about 6 to 6,500 crores, including the capex for the JP assets. And of course, for the coming years, we'll make future announcements as and when these investor calls happen. And on the ESG, of course, as Punitji also covered, we are one of the prime mover in the industry in terms of the lowest carbon footprint. We are at 463 kg compared to the global average of about more than 600, and even the Indian average also about more than 500. So rest assured that your company is on the path to achieve zero or negative carbon emissions by 2040. And the multiple initiatives are there which have been well captured in our annual report. So for the brief safety of time, maybe I'm not elaborating all those right here. And on your question about R&D, there's an expenditure of about 4 crores, which is also captured in the annual report. And in our expansions, there'll be, of course, both organic as well as inorganic acquisitions. Thank you very much, Chairman, sir.
And I can now thank all of you for attending the meeting today. And my sincere thanks to the KFMC team and company officials for their support in making the AGM successful. I wish all of you a safe and healthy future. Thank you once again.
Thanks to Chairman.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the members who are present. Thank you. Thank you very much.